Hi everybody, Dynamic Games is back. We got a new battle report for War Machine, 35 points. I'm taking a Magnus list versus Stephane's Khador, eIrusk. It's 35 points, Steamroller 2013. We're trying out a scenario 10, rally point. So that's what the two big yellow zones are, which are 12-inch diameter. We have Magnus' friendly zone and eIrusk, and these are the objectives. This is mine and eIrusk's objective, nicely flanked. We rolled off for initiative. I won initiative, so this is my deployment. All the way in the far over there near their zone, I have my Idrians with minimum unit Idrians with the UA. I have a I'm proxying for a Renegade. It's at the store. I'll have it on Sunday for the Steamroller. So I'm proxying the Hunter as a Renegade, a Talon, a Mangler, Magnus, Gorman, another Renegade, and then I have a minimum unit of Boom Haulers. And up front here is Khador. And if we move to the other side, we're going to do Khador deployment, left to right. We have
a minimum unit of Winter Guard with the weapon attachment, the Rocketeer. I have also Grigorovich, the officer and standard, Epic eIrusk, the Besto 9, the Bat Santa here, the Golden Lord, and a minimum unit of Nis with the UA cost. I have a blank.
There's no
Batrep.
Okay, yeah, okay, to make them
And then in front, two men hunter and Iris.
Okay, so we'll be back after battles of turn 1. Okay, so end of turn 1. For Magnus, I moved closer to the edge of the forest, all of my Idrians. Moved my proxy up. Moved my Talon up with the Mangler. Magnus then proceeded to cast two of his upkeeps. He put Temper Metal on the Talon and Iron Aggression on the Mangler, and then he moved up. Gorman moved up, did his grenade. My second Renegade moved up. Simply move, no run. Khador moved into area terrain, and I ran Boom Hauler into my objective zone. For Khador,
okay, I ran Iris on the hill. I ran the two men hunter. I ran also the Nis, the Nis with the UA. I ran the Besto 9. I ran the Golden Lord. I move eIrusk and I cast Fire Effect on the Nis and Total Supremacy on the Winter Guard unit. And at the end, I ran all the unit. The Winter Guard, the Rocketeer, the Officer, and the Grigorovich.
And then they eventually side shifted a bit for about an inch and a half because of this spell. So we'll be back turn 2 Magnus. End of turn 2 for Magnus. Real easy. Idrians stayed where they're at. The Talon moved up, ran into the enemy zone, followed by the Renegade. I calculated, actually he's not exactly where he should be. He should be a little further up on the corner. Managed to barely by a millimeter, a hair, get the Mangler into range on Iris. With my reach, I had one focus on to boost. Needed to hit defense 15, so I needed to roll 10 on the dice and rolled a 9, so that was a flop. I had Gorman that I brought up, tried to put a grenade on her, and the grenade, actually the black oil ended up on the Man of War, the female there. They're not the Man of War, the Manhunter. So she has -4 mat, -4 defense, can't run or charge next turn, whatever. Magnus moved to the side to eventually dominate the objective. Kel stayed there.
I spread my boom howlers to make sure I don't get templated, brought the Renegade in, and at the end of my turn I was dominating the objective, so I moved it 5 inches. So we'll be back turn 2 for Khador. Okay, so we're back, end of turn 2 from Khador. A lot of movement, a lot of stuff happened. So Stephane, you started by?
Okay, I start with eIrusk. Disrupt the Mangler.
Yeah, that's my own fault for missing.
Okay, after that with my first Manhunter
the one that was here, yeah, managed to charge because this guy the girl had suffered black oil. So charge Gorman, bye-bye Gorman, first casualty.
Yeah. After that, with my Nis, I try to combine range attack on the Talon.
And the whole combine, all 6 put in together, totaled up 1 damage point.
After that, I move my Winter Guards units. I shoot with my Rocketeer, and I was able to kill 2 troll.
There's 2 missing boom howlers. 1 suffered a wound but made his tough roll.
And with Grigor, I call the tough. Yes, it's the courage of the forefather.
Yeah, so now they're
fearless and tough for 1 round.
Because some of them aren't in eIrusk's control.
I move the Calder Lord, and with my eIrusk, I cast Artifice of Deviation here, a 5-inch AoE. And that's it.
Beast 09 ran to nudge the zone over there to make it more difficult for me to score points. This was the end of second point. We could have started controlling or scoring domination points. Stephane negated points for me in his zone and started installing himself in mine. So we'll be back at the end of turn 3 for Magnus. Turn 3 Magnus, a lot of stuff happened. Started off with moving my I allocated focus. I allocated 1 focus to each Renegade and allocated 2 focus to my Talon. My Talon with 1 focus charged Iris. Took 1 focus to boost, boosted to hit, rolled another 9. So I missed again because I needed 10. Needing 10s to hit, I decided I'd go with it for a shield, and on 2 dice, rolled a 9 again. So Iris is still alive. I then moved up the Renegade. Then the Renegade moved into the Nis, shot up one of the Nis officer, and the UA that made them Khadorian, the Kolund, whatever. They were supposed to make a tough roll, but they never made a tough roll. I then brought my Renegade up here, and then I shot into the Winter Guard. And the Winter Guard, I only managed to get rid of Joseph Grigorovich, and the officer suffered 3 out of 5 wounds. Everybody's knocked down. I then brought my boom howlers. One of them strictly moved up, and the other one's charged in. I killed one made a tough roll, and I missed the other. Then I moved Kel shot and missed. Magnus moved up, got rid of the Manhunter that was in the way. I moved the Mangler in to block charge lanes, so everybody's pretty much engaged. And then out of the forest, I used my Idrians, came into eIrusk's zone, combined ranged. 3 of them combined range in 1, 3 others combined range in another, to give me +3/+3. So I got rid of 2 more Nis hunters that one of them made it tough, the other one didn't. I forgot that I had declared the Nis as my huntsman, so I had a +2 to hit and on damage, so I probably should have done that whole attack a little differently. But that's the turn, so we'll be back turn 3 for trolls. End of turn 3. A lot happened. We started off with the NIS, the two NIS that are left. Attacked some Idrians.
And missed both.
And then?
After that, I charged with my Besto 9. I was able to manage to kill only one Idrian.
One Idrian, but did like 21 damage on that proxy, the Renegade.
After that, I just moved the Lord. I charged with the Manhunter on the
Mangler. Did 4 damage.
After that, I moved.
Tried to attack with
Iris.
Iris did nothing.
I moved eIrusk, and I cast Fire Effect on the unit of Winterguard.
Which is totally stupid.
With this unit, I was able to kill 2 Boomhauler.
Yep, and 2 Boomhaulers gone.
And with my favorite unit, the Rocketeer, I was able to manage some damage on.
I did not recognize the threat, so Magnus was here. I blocked my lines, but he has perfect line of sight over the hill.
Yeah.
So Magnus is now down to 2 hitboxes left. I didn't leave any focus on him. He's got 2 hit points. Luckily, he survived. I don't know how, but I did. So turn 4 for Magnus. Okay, turn 4, Magnus. So with Magnus, I allocated 1 focus to the Talon and 1 focus to the Mangler. I engaged with my Renegade Besto 9. And Besto 9 is currently engaging that one Idrian, but 2 of them did not have to move to combine into a NIS and kill it. Killed it tough. Moved 2 other ones to combine into this one, who made it tough. Leaving the UA in the forest for now. Then I used the Talon and boosted, finally managed to roll 10 and get rid of Iris. I proceeded to attack with my Boomhaulers. I killed 1 of the Winterguard. I hit another one, made its tough roll. Killed Baylock, shot 1, died, and shot a second one that made its tough roll. And I then screwed up a bit my activations. I moved Magnus, brought him behind cover. The whole intention was to start healing him and cast Blur. But with distractions, I ended up moving the Renegade up, so I screwed up my activations. And because I did cast my caster, I couldn't get rid of the Manhunter that was there, because I wanted to liberate my Mangler, so I had to use the focus that was on the Mangler to get rid of the Manhunter, so the Mangler's cleared. Khador's zone is contested right now. He has his objective, full health. My objective is in my own zone right now, and the only enemy model in the zone is knocked down. So I dominate my zone, so I have 1 control point at the end of my turn for turn 4. So Khador, turn 4 coming up. And turn 4 for eIrusk, and this is what happened. One of the NIS shot at an Idrian, so there's an Idrian dead.
Yeah.
The
Colder Lord
cast his
Ice Frostbite
ability. One of the Idrians again, that's a minus an Idrian. Besto 9 smashed what was left of the Renegade.
And that's it.
A bunch of shots were done here with all of the Winterguard. There's 4 damage on the objective, then he realizes it's harder to hit than or damage than it really looks like. A few shots against or stuff against the Boomhaulers. Boomhaulers survived, and against the Renegade, and everything's still here. As of now, Stephane is giving me the game. I mean, we can play it out, but we even realized that we did that whole first shot boosted, first damage boosted wrong with the Winterguard, being it's supposed to be a model and not a unit that gets that thing. So I think that's pretty much game, because I could go on my next turn and at least score 1 control point, if not 2.
and by turn 6, Stephane wouldn't have much. I mean, turn he would have played it till the end. He pretty much had to, so I get the points, or if he conceded, he gives me full points. But since this is just for fun, well, we're gonna call the game here. Okay, thanks for watching.